Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today let's find out what's on the hook. I'm so glad to see your smiling faces today. It's a beautiful spring day and there's no reason to be sad today. So let's smile and have a few minutes together where we can talk about adding some crochet to your wardrobe. I also have an Afghan that I want to talk about, so I'm going to incorporate that into my channel. Now, as I mentioned that, my Facebook group is expanding, and I'm glad to see all of you new people there. You can find my Facebook group on the Hook Crochet with Jeanne on Facebook group. You just search for that and you can find it very easily. And I will say, some of you send me email to my email address, and that's totally fine. I love to see your pictures of things that you've made from my patterns, especially. So nice to see that. And Sandy sent me a beautiful couple of pictures of her granny crocheted vest, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I'm going to put those pictures here. You can see those. Sandy, thank you so much for sending that to me. It's so nice to see someone using their crochet intuition to make their patterns and their beautiful crocheted item. And so I salute you today, Sandy, for sending me those pictures. Thank you so much. Also, I want to model my new soft summer sweater, and I'm wearing that right now. Now, all the patterns that I mentioned, I will put in a link to them in the description box below. At Etsy shop link where you can find logo merchandise. You can find my tote bags, which a lot of you have loved this week, and thank you so very much for that. Help support my channel. I will say this one thing. I was watching a YouTube video yesterday of a fellow who tells you how to get more views on your YouTube channel. And one thing he did say was that you have to engage your audience and all that. And I think one of the ways that I like to do that is to not run commercials in the middle of my videos. I do not like to watch them with videos and commercials within the video, and it's very distracting to me. So I don't do that. And for that reason, I think YouTube doesn't love me as much as I wish they would. So you can support me by using your dollars, if you want to spend them on Etsy patterns and merchandise. I can put out as many things as I can so that you have lots of choices out there and lots of patterns, lots of logo merchandise, things that you can actually use. So that is my way of supporting my channel. I hope that you will support it as well. Y'all have been supporting it very well this week, and I thank you so much. And also to Mr. On the Hook, who is designing some beautiful logo merchandise that y'all have really embraced. Now, last week I mentioned that I was going to talk about Joe today, and Joe, J-O, is a friend of mine who has made lots of custom project bags for my subscribers and for her friends and family as well. Everybody loves Joe's custom project bags. They are quite lovely and wonderful. There's one right over there that she made for me. So beautiful. Cardinal and there's music in there too, little music staffs. And she knows that I love cardinals and music, and so she found a fabric that matched my likes, and it was so sweet of her to make that for me. And thank you, Joe, again for that. I hope you're watching. And I wanted to talk about you a little bit. I actually did a couple things I wanted to talk about. I sold Joe the Persian Moroccan tiles blank Afghan that I was making. It was from Mary Maxim, and I made some of the hexagons, and I gave those to Joe, and I gave her all the yarn as well. She actually bought it from me, and she has finished all the hexagons and all that. She hasn't put it together yet. And I wanted to tell you that because I'm not going to talk about it anymore on my channel. I had to give that up. It was just a little too much. And I'm also, creating a lot of patterns for wearables, and I didn't have time to finish it. I am working on an Annie's Afghan, and that's what's in that bag right there is the Annie's striped Afghan Cozy Cottage, I think is the name of the colorway. And it's really beautiful. I'm waiting for my next kit to come in so I can show you what I've done with it. But anyway, a while back, a long time ago, I was working on an Afghan, and I gave it to Joe, and she finished it for me and gave it back to me. And this is what it looks like. It was just some stash yarn that I had in my craft room, and I gave her the yarn, and she crocheted this beautiful Afghan for me. I had started it, but she finished it and put the edging on and everything. Look how pretty that edging is. It has a picot at the end, and it's just really beautiful. And she did that for me. And this is made from Super Saver Red Heart. And y'all know how rough that yarn is. And yes, it's very rough. But you know what? I've washed this a couple of times, and it is soft as it can possibly be. It's not scratchy at all. It's very, very soft. And Mr. On the Hook and I fight over this at night, sometimes in the winter, because I want to put it over my legs, and he wants to put it over his legs. So it's too small for the both of us, so we have to trade off and use this every other night in the wintertime. So I washed it a couple times, and it's so soft. And I thought, you know what? Super Saver is soft when you wash it. And so I washed it with fabric softener a couple of times, and it is just as soft as it can be. So I decided I would make an Afghan this year. I'm going to work on it probably all summer, and it's going to be called the Christmas Tide Coverlet. And it's just a small Afghan. It's like 40 by 50, right around there. And I'm making it with Super Saver. I'm using 3 different colors, 2 real colors, and 1 Aran, which is this color. This is the Super Saver Aran, and it's just a little bit of a cream, a little cream yarn that is so beautiful when you mix it with other colors. I really like it. It's not bright white, it's cream. And then I'm also using Super Saver Ombre in the green apple color, and it hasn't changed colors yet because I've only used it for a couple of rows, and I'll show you that in just a second. But this is the green color that I'm using for the Christmas Afghan. It's really a coverlet, but I'm going to split hairs here. This is the red that I'm using, and this is called Burgundy. This is a deep, deep red with a blue tint to it. It is not a bright orangey red. That is not what I wanted. And so I went to Joann's and I found all the Super Saver on the rack, and I bought them all together. And I thought, you know what? This is so beautiful. This looks more red on the camera than it does here. I'm going to pull it back. See how it turns more burgundy here? It's more of a deep color red, and I just really love this. And I loved these colors together. I thought those were really pretty. And then with the Aran to break them up, that's what I'm using to make my Afghan. I've done a few rows, and I'll show those to you right now. I started out with the burgundy, and then I did the Aran and the green, and then the Aran again. And it's going to be a striped Afghan, which I love to make because they're easy as pie. And right now I am on another burgundy row right here. So I've done burgundy, Aran, green, Aran, and burgundy so far. And oh, here's this in the way. I'm sorry about that. Let me get this up here where you can see it. Isn't that beautiful? I love the colors together. They go so well, and they look so Christmassy. I really love these. And so I'm going to continue working on this during the summertime, and I'll show you my progress as I move through it. And if you're really interested in a pattern or something, I'll put that out. It's not difficult to make. I'm using a K hook to crochet this, and it's a 6.5 millimeter. This is my clover hook. I love it dearly. It has a plastic throat and hook on it, and you know what? The plastic does make some noise when you use it on Super Saver. I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but the clover hooks are usually metal, and they're metal from the J hook down, but from the K hook up, they are plastic up here to keep the weight down. I'm sure that's what it's for. And I still love them dearly, but they do make a little bit of a squeaky sound when I use them on Super Saver. Probably the finish that they probably use some sizing on that yarn or something to make it stiff. And I've always found Super Saver to be a wonderful go-to yarn. I'm not sponsored or anything. Don't think I'm making some money on this. I'm not, but it's my sort of a go-to yarn. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been using Super Saver on and off. And as you know, I made my granny square sweater for my mother out of Super Saver. It was her scraps of Super Saver. So I always liked Super Saver, and I quit using it for a long time thinking that it's just too rough, but it's not. After I've watched this Afghan, I realized that it's not rough. You just have to wash it. And so I will be doing that. As soon as I finish this Afghan, I'll probably wash it a time or two. I hope that it doesn't bleed onto the Aran color. I hope the red doesn't bleed onto that. But I do have some little squares of what they look like a fabric softener, but they're not. they're little squares of color catchers, and you put that in the wash and it catches the color that bleeds out from a darker color. So I'm going to try that, maybe put a couple of them in there, because that burgundy is so deep and so dark. I don't want it to bleed onto my Aran. But if you have any experience with that, write me a comment. Let me know if if Super Saver will bleed, because I don't know. This one did not, but the colors are not that deep in there. Maybe the blue a little bit, but it didn't bleed onto the other colors. So I just wanted to show you that Afghan. It's not a wearable, but I'm encouraging people who are making Afghans and wearables to join my Facebook group. And I do ask you on there if you would keep it to Afghans and wearables, if you don't mind. That would be awesome. Amigurumi, not so much, because people are looking for wearables, and when they go on Facebook, on Hook Crochet, that's what I talk about, are wearables and some Afghans. See this one right behind me I made, that was an Annie's Afghan, the Holiday Spice, Moroccan tile, so beautiful. I just really love it. I can go this way, I guess, and you can see how intricate it is. Every square was different. It was just absolutely gorgeous, but it did take a long time, and it is not for super beginners. There are videos that go along with that, and you can use the videos to understand what steps to take when you're making a new square or a new edging or whatever it is that the designer is asking you to do. So now let's go on and talk about wearables. Well, I'm wearing my soft summer sweater, and this pattern will be coming out at the end of the week, and you can find it on my Etsy shop, and I will send an email out to the community to let you know when it's available, and with a very good discount code that you can use to buy any pattern in my shop. So I'll be sending that out probably Thursday or Friday, and wanted you to know that. So I'm not releasing the pattern today, but I am modeling it, and I have finished it. So I'm going to stand up and show this to you in full view. Well, this is my soft summer sweater, and I'll tell you what I made it from here in just a minute. I'll get back up to the camera and show you that, but I wanted to show you how it fits. I have just a little bit of ease in this. I just have maybe 6 inches of ease, maybe 4 inches of ease, you know, if you stretch it at 6, but it's more of a fitted sweater, but it's not tight at all. There's plenty of room in here, as you can see. There's plenty of room for me to expand. I hope I don't do that. But today I'm wearing it with some little Mary Janes that I bought. I really love these. These are so comfortable. They're flat, and they have a little strap on them. Reminds me of the shoes I used to wear as a little girl. And they're as comfortable as they ever were. I'm also wearing it with a pair of gray stretchy dress pants, and I thought gray looked really good with this particular yarn. I'll show you the yarn here in just a minute, but this is the back of the sweater. It's not fancy or anything, but I did use decreases around the neckline and also around the sleeve, and I'll tell you how to do that in the pattern. It's real easy to make. So this is the soft summer sweater that I'm wearing today, and I hope you like it. My soft summer sweater I made with Baby Bee. This is from Hobby Lobby, and it's Sweet Delight Prints. Love You More is the colorway right there, and it was $5.99, but actually it wasn't $5.99. They were on sale, 30% off, so it was a couple dollars off of that. But that was nice, very nice to find. I bought 4 skeins of this Baby Bee. This is the colorway. This is what it looks like. Beautiful corals and grays, and a little bit of tiny little bit of green in there. And then a little bit of like an off-white, just a tiny bit. But it's really pretty made up, as you can see. It's a little bit stripy, but not too much. It is more of a splotchy color when you crochet it out. Now on the sleeves, I built right into the front and back of the sweater, the fabric. I crocheted the sleeves into that, and then I did some decreasing under here. I also added a very wide band, and you don't have to do that. You can just leave them where they are. You can make them shorter if you want to, and I tell you how to do that in the pattern. But I chose to make these elbow length, and for me, that's a comfortable length for a short sleeve sweater. My upper arms aren't as gorgeous as they used to be. You might have found that yourself. I don't know, but I also get cold very easily in air conditioning, so I thought I'm just going to make these sleeves down to the elbow, and I just really love that look. I think it's modest, and it's also very warm in the summertime. Not too warm, though. Not too warm. In the air conditioning, this is going to be perfect because it's very light. This is a DK yarn. It is not heavy at all, and I made this with an H hook, and the H hook is a 5.0 millimeter. As you can see, this is a metal throat and hook right there. It's metal, and it slides through the yarn so beautifully, so beautifully. But anyway, I made that with an H hook, and the yarn was 377 yards on the skein, and I used 3 full skeins and then part of the last skein. I didn't use much off this, maybe a quarter of it or maybe even less. And so it was probably around 1,200 yards that I used. 9, 10, 11, yeah, around 1,200 yards for this sweater. And it's in about a medium, maybe even a large. See, it's got plenty of room in it. I left plenty of room. And also, I made the neckline a little bit smaller than I had planned to, but I will tell you how to increase the neckline just a little bit. You start out with a bit more open neckline, and it graduates back, and your neckline will be more like this over your, right, let me get my fingers right there. It'll be more like that when you do your decreasing along the neckline edge. So it's not difficult to do. I tell you exactly how to do it. And also, this has a stitch pattern. It's a 5-row stitch pattern. And some of that is the cross stitch, which is real easy to do. You skip a stitch and then put a double crochet in the next stitch, and then you go back and do a double crochet in the stitch you skipped. That's all there is to it. It's not difficult, but it gives a really nice textured look to your sweater. So there are some of the cross stitches rows right there, and then I do double crochets up here. So it's doable, and because the sleeves are crocheted right into the fabric, that stitch pattern, you just continue it right onto the sleeve. It makes the sleeve look really nice as well. So I hope you like it. It'll be out later this week, and I'll send you an email with that notice on it and the offer code. Now, if you're not in the community, be sure to go down and click on join the community. I've got it listed down there, and you just click on that link and you can join the community. I don't ask for very much information at all, and I'm not going to send you a ton of emails. Mr. On the Hook has been sending a few, but he promised he would not send too many, so I hope he's being good. Anyway, that's the soft summer sweater, and it'll be out later this week. Now, as you saw from my thumbnail, Crystal is modeling my new summer vest, and this is what's turned out to be a very comfortable vest. I've tried it on a few times. It's not sewn together yet. It's just pinned. As you can see, there are holes in here, but I made it with a very large armhole with a stitch pattern on the body, and then on the bottom, I've already put the finish on here, and it's just a very simple stitch along the bottom, so you're not going to be putting rib on there. Now, on this, I'll stand up and show you. This has a rib at the bottom, right there along the bottom. I did a rib there, but I didn't do a rib on the sleeves. I just didn't want to. I just wanted something very flat and not obtrusive. I didn't want to do a lot of rib stitching, so I just did a very simple edging on the sleeve and also around the neck. I didn't use a rib around the neck either, but I could have, but I didn't. I didn't think it needed the rib because, first of all, the yarn is kind of busy and you don't really need a rib, and I started out with the rib not thinking about that, so I didn't continue the rib on the neckline and the sleeves. But this is the summer vest, and Crystal's wearing this very beautifully. It's been pinned on. She's not wearing it. It's not been sewn at the shoulders. My next step is to sew it at the shoulders and along the side, and then crochet the edging on there. I'll probably work something simple because the fabric is pretty busy here. This is a busy fabric. Of course, have to wear it with a tank top or a t-shirt underneath it or a nice blouse. You can do it any way you want. And it's a nice covering in the summertime. It can keep you warm if you need it, or you could just give you a nice look, finished look to your outfit. And that's why I made it in white, but you could certainly make it in any color you want. It would be beautiful in black. I just think that'd be really pretty in black. So I don't think I'm going to try that, but I might. Now, I made this with Big Twist. Let me show you this. This is Big Twist by Joanne. This is their store brand, and this is the soft yarn. I can't believe how soft it is. It's the Living brand, and I think I've shown you this already. They're about 200 yards on the skein, and I used 3 full skeins, and I had this much left of the 3rd skein, and I'll need to open that 4th one in order to get the edging on to this vest. So You'd have to buy 4 skeins or more, depending on how large you are. This is made in about a medium. It fits me, and it's got plenty of ease in it. So you could probably get away with 4 skeins if you're a medium to large. If you're any larger than that, you might want to pick up 5, but it's so affordable. I don't even remember how much I paid for this, but it's not very much. And this week it's on sale, but I didn't need any more of it. It was on sale for like $2.79 or $1.99 or some crazy amount. So it's really easy to use. It's big twist. It's a size 4. It's all anti-pilling acrylic and really, really soft. That's what I was going for, something soft. And I just thought this was a great choice. Great choice. And I made this with a J hook. I crocheted with a 6.0 millimeter hook. And there's my J clover. And love that. That has the metal throat and hook as well. Really easy to use. This is my favorite hook in the whole world, the J hook by Clover. And anytime I can use it, I go after it. I go after it. I was going to use the J hook for my Afghan, but it wasn't quite big enough, so I went to a K hook. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. This will be done next week on my video. I'll probably be wearing this summer vest. Crystal's gone back to stay in her place back there, and I'm going to show you my progress on my diamond painting real quick on my St. Andrew diamond painting. Here is a quick look at my diamond painting progress this week. This is St. Andrew, and you can see his face right there. He's down onto my easel now. So I have completed this part. Let me hold this out for you. Y'all have probably already seen this, but this is the bottom of the painting right here. And I have worked my way up to his shoulders now. And I finished this row, which I was working on last week right here. I was working on all this. And now I'm up here and I've finished this little square right here. I'm working in smaller squares so I can have a better feeling to get finished with them a little bit easier. But this is the first square I've done here. I'm at the top of the wood there, so I'm working over onto probably be his face here, his beard. And then a couple more I'll be done, maybe 3 rows. And this is my, the light that I use behind it. It's very nice. It really does brighten things up. Look at the difference. You can either place drills here or place them there. Well, it's so much easier to see with the light behind it. So I've been using this, and it has saved my eyesight, I think, because you can really struggle to see this. I use this. This is a magnifying glass, and look how well you can see the symbols with that on there. But if you get down close, you can see them pretty well. I use a pair of glasses over my contacts, and I can see it pretty well. But if I get struggling a little bit, if I struggle, I will use a magnifying glass to see the symbols if I need to on a dark section right there, sort of like that. So that's a little tip that I have from my diamond painting. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I try to show you each week how far I've gotten on my diamond painting, and when I finish it, it'll be exciting. I hope you all like that. It's just for the diamond painters out there, and for those who might be thinking of diamond painting, it's not difficult to do. It's a fun hobby to have, and honestly, it rests my hands just a little bit because I do crochet every single day and quite a few hours every day just to get these garments finished, and working on an Afghan now, so that'll fill in the rest of my time. And then I'm waiting for, over there, I'm waiting for another kit from Annie's, and so I can put another 3 big stripes on that. So that's coming in the mail pretty soon. Although I know I have way too many whips right now. I've got 11 whips. I don't even talk about them every week. And I don't work on them every week. I try to finish them. After I get them started, I put them in kind of a line, and I will try to finish them. This was first in line, so I finished the soft summer sweater, and then that summer vest was next. So I finished it this morning, and now I have to sew it up and put the edging on. But that's the small potatoes after I get the whole thing crocheted. And it was real easy with the big twist. Oh, it just went like lightning. It was great. Just great. So the other day when I was in Joann's, I couldn't resist. I had seen this before. This is called Big Twist Party, and it has 240 yards on the skein. It's really fat. Lots of yardage on here. It's very, very soft, just like the cream color. This is actually cream. That's the color of it. I wanted to tell you all that. This is called Party, and the color. Let me see if there's a colorway on here. I think there is. But then again, yes, there it is, the color. Lavender Bellini. Lavender Bellini is the color. Now look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the violet color, but they've also mixed it with kind of almost a gold, but it's not quite gold. Let me get my finger in there where you can see it. Well, Jeannie, there it is. So you can see that. There's quite a bit of that. And I looked at it for the longest thinking, is that stripy? But I'll have to just buy it and see. And it was on sale, like the cream was not on sale. I guess maybe it was on sale. This was on sale, big twist, party in Lavender Bellini. So gorgeous. I couldn't resist. It's 100% anti-pilling acrylic. No, it's not anti-pilling. It's 100% acrylic. I don't know what it'll do. It actually feels like cotton. It really feels like cotton. So I started an easiest tee. This is easy to make. And I thought I'm just going to whip up an easiest tee in that yarn to see how it looks. And it's turning out absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. And there is a little bit of a stripe, but it blends so much because there's actually, it looks like purple is mixed in with the kind of the goldish color, the yellow. And you know, purple and yellow go beautifully together. And you can see that in this. It's not really yellow, but it's a yellow tone, and it's so beautiful with the violet color. Look at that. That's just gorgeous. I can't wait till I finish this. And again, this is the easiest tee, and it's really big. I think it's going to be a crop, boxy version of the easiest tee. I think that's what I'm going to do with it because it is a little bit wide. I made it that way on purpose, and then I thought, should I do that? And then I thought, no, I don't care. This is made with a J hook. By the way, I started it with this hook because I couldn't find my clover. It was in a bag somewhere. So I used a tulip hook. And it did pretty well, I have to say. I did all my chaining up with it, and the first few rows I did with this hook because I couldn't find my J hook, and it was hiding in the summer vest. There it is right there. It was hiding in the summer vest bag. So go figure. Anyway, that is one of my whips that I have on the hook, and I work on it just a little bit, and it was so pretty. I haven't really worked on it much in the last few days because I wanted to finish this. So that's the progress I've made on that. Now I want to show you one more thing. A lot of y'all bought this America Tank pattern. I made it from a size 2 yarn several years ago in the red, white, and blue colorway. And I'm making another one in the red, white, and blue from Hobby Lobby that I found. It's called Old Glory. And I had to really search to find it on the web, but I did find it. It was in their store, and so I bought 3 skeins of it. Thought that would be plenty to make the America Tank. And it just has cap sleeves. It's really for very hot weather, July 4th, for example. And I don't remember if I told you about this last week. I think I didn't have time to start another whip to show you, but Eddie Bauer, this is Eddie Bauer yarn. Now, I love Eddie Bauer, but I didn't know they made yarn. I guess they probably just decided to put their name on some yarn. This is 100% organic cotton. It's as soft as it could possibly be. Very soft. It's a size 2 yarn, though. It's very small. See, it's very small. There it is. Very small. And I'm using a G hook with this. This is the 4.0 millimeter clover hook. Really love that too. I don't love that it's so small though. It's so small. It takes forever to make something. So I'm going to take forever to make this. But it's the America Tank, and I've just started it. And this is what it looks like made up. I have about, 6 inches or so of it. And I'm just making it a little bit of ease in there so it won't take me so long to make it. But I do have a kind of a border here at the bottom. These last few rows right here are a different stitch from these, and that's the border that I'm going to use all around the bottom. But I hope you think this is pretty. It's a violet color, and it's called Violet on here. It's called Violet, and the brand of the yarn, besides Eddie Bauer, it says Adventurer Cotton. Adventurer Cotton. You can see that right there. And they're almost 600 yards on the skein. I only bought 2 skeins. because that would give me almost 1,200 yards. That's plenty to make an America tank out of a size 2, and hoping that I can finish it before I pull my hair out. It's a tiny little yarn, but I'm keeping this in one of Joe's bags. Actually, there's one of her custom bags. Isn't that gorgeous? She just put all kinds of things together, and they look great. There's a zipper in the back, and there are pockets all in here. So it's just a great bag, and I use it all the time. And that's where my America tank is sitting in there, my Eddie Bauer version of the America tank. So those are all my whips, and I wanted to show you those before I went on today to work on the giveaways. So let's look at giveaways for today. Now we have 3 giveaway gifts today, and I'm really excited to give these away. These are luxury yarns, and so beautiful. This is Audine Wools in the category is Bloom, and it's called Sunflower. That's the colorway, and it is quite gorgeous. This is a chain yarn, and I just had the one skein of it, but I wanted to give it away to somebody who might like to have it. So this will be given away to someone who used the word sunflower in their comment last week, or up until today. You can put that comment in if you want to, but this is my first gift to give away today. Now my second gift is the Vita Lana, and this is really pretty. This is the ambient worsted. This is a worsted weight. The sunflower, let me check this, because the sunflower is a DK weight, and this is a worsted weight. This is a size 4, and I just have one of those two. I don't have more than one. I don't know what happened to the other. I think I made a hat or something out of it. I don't remember. But anyway, this is the Vita Lana by Knit Crate. Beautiful Peruvian Highland wool. That's what that's made from. And then my third gift to give away, luxury yarn, is You Are You yarn, and this is so gorgeous. This is Silk DK, You Are You yarn. It's merino wool, silk, and it's DK weight, 300 yards on the hank, and so there's 600 yards on here. That's quite a bit. Really love that. And the color is taupey, and it's kind of a taupe color. I knew I probably wouldn't make this anytime soon, so I wanted to give it away to one of my viewers and subscribers. So here we go. Let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts today. Here we are at the computer, and the address for the video is up higher than this. You can't see it, but I'm going to get the comments for the sunflower. We're going to pull that one first, and it's exciting to see these comments. Thank you so much for participating. Let's start our raffle. Right now, we're going to pick the winner for the sunflower beautiful Audine Wools yarn, and that is Val Ackerman 7519. Val Ackerman 7519. You have won the beautiful sunflower Audine Wools yarn this week, so congratulations. Now let's go back up here, and we're going to choose another word, and this word will be the word blush, and this is for, get this typed in here, this is for the Vita Lana pink. Beautiful yarn, just absolutely beautiful. I love the Knit Crate yarns, and I'm giving them away a little at a time. So let's see who won this beautiful Knit Crate yarn, and this is Yolanda 7812. Yolanda 7812. If you're in the United States, I have to mention this. So the shipping has gotten out of hand. I don't ship to other countries now. I just can't. It's not worth it. It costs way more than the yarn itself, so I don't do that. So if you are in the United States, I would be glad to send these gifts to you. Yolanda 7812. If you're in the United States, then you can have it. So I will send that out to you. Just send me an email with your address, and I'll get that out to you. All right, so the last one is the word yarn, and that was easy. Yarn, and that was for the You Are You yarn from Knit Crate, of course. Let's go down here and get our YouTube comments. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow here on the uptake. So let's see who wins that. Let's get on down here. This is for the You Are You yarn. Really pretty. Roses Tube. Roses Tube. R-O-S-E-S-T-U-B-E. You have won the beautiful Knit Crate yarn. So I will get that out to you. Just send me an email, and I will be glad to send that to you. And congratulations to our 3 winners. And be sure to watch the video from last week if you signed up, and be sure that you haven't missed your name. So congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much for participating. Congratulations to all our gift winners, and thank you for that, for participating, everyone. I hope you enjoy these giveaways. Let me know if you like them. I think you do. I'm pretty sure you do. I would like to have one of my giveaways as well, so I'm going to turn my camera just a little bit. So next week, I wanted to tell you that 2 of our gifts have not been claimed. These are ice yarn right here, and this is Red Heart with Love over here. And the colorway there is Parade. Really love that. Beautiful, beautiful colors. And this is ice yarn and kind of a mystery yarn. I don't know what that is exactly, but ice yarns make some really great yarn. And so the 2 people that won these have not contacted me yet. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I don't have any winners for this particular yarn. And also the baby alpaca from last week and the Crochet World magazine. Now, because there are 4 gifts that have not been claimed, I hate that, but I know how you get busy and you forget to watch my videos. But if you sign up for one, you should really check my video the next time and make sure that your name has not or has been called. So hopefully it has been called. And you can just send me your address and the gift that you won, and also in the subject line put winner. So I have gone through my junk mail and all back through my emails, and I don't have the winners claiming these 4 gifts that I just talked about. For next week, I'm going to cut back just a little bit, and we'll have 2 gifts this week to give away next week. So this is some ice yarn. This is thank you to little Grandma Kim. She has given me a lot of yarn to give away, and I've had such a ball just doing it. It's so much fun to give away yarns, and I've used quite a few of her yarns as well. So I've incorporated those into patterns that I've released, and thank you again for that. I appreciate it. Little Grandma Kim, you can thank her in the comments if you want to. But this is a gift that we're giving away next week. And you can sign up for it with the word Navy, N-A-V-Y, Navy, because it is a navy and white combination yarn from Ice Yarns, and just use the word Navy if you want to sign up for that. And be surprised, you never know. And more luxury yarn. This is hard for me to give away, but I'm going to go ahead and give it. This is Audine Wool's Chill, and it's a winter yarn, so you can start now if you want to making something out of it. Clouds are very, very free is the colorway. Clouds are very, very free, and it's 90% alpaca, 10% cashmere, and it's a worsted weight. So it's actually perfect to make a hat. It's so beautiful. And let's see how many yards are on here. 150 yards on each skein, and there are they're hanks, and 2 hanks of this beautiful, beautiful yarn. Let me get it up there where you can see it. It's quite beautiful. It's just a light gray, really, really nice. And its clouds are very, very free, the name of it. And if you want to sign up for this, use the word free, F-R-E-E, in your comment, and you will be in the running for this beautiful luxury yarn. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our time together today. I have. I've had a good time putting this video together, and I hope you watch it and like it. Please hit the like button. That helps me a lot. And YouTube may be saying not enough people like your videos, so I'm not going to send them to anybody else. It's either that or it's the commercials. I'm not sure which it is, but something's happened, and I wish you would like this video. If you got anything from it, please do that. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed. A lot of my viewers are not subscribed, so that helps me a lot as well, and it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't cost anything to join the community either. It's free, and you get a pattern when you sign up, and all the discount codes will come to you. There's not that many emails going out, really. And when I get something new in my shop, I send an email, and you can just delete it if you don't want to see it. Most people want to see it, and they go out and look at the item that Mr. On the Hook has talked about, or my patterns. So I hope you will do that. Help support my channel. I really appreciate all the love you've given me, especially this last week. A very beautiful lady from Australia has ordered some logo merchandise, and I thought, wow, that is awesome. Somebody from Australia is watching On the Hook Crochet. So welcome to you and to all my new subscribers as well. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, and join me next time to find out what's on the hook.